started messing around with a mage build. So I went full all in into it. I'm doing ice gauntlet and also the fire staff, and it's been pretty nice so far. Attribute wise, I went full all in into intelligence, so I pumped as much as I could. Literally every point that I got, I pumped into it. I didn't do anything else. I would really like to do dex also and see if it's possible to kind of get the crit up a bit. But I've just been trying to experimenting with stuff because my last build I went dex and focus with that my rapier build, and that worked pretty well. But I wanted to see what the full potential of DPS I could do with this and like go full glass cannon basically, and it's been pretty nice so far like this. With my actual like gear, it's the same thing. I tried really hard to go full intelligence. Some things have focus on it. Like I'm trying to find pieces that are full intelligence. You see, like these pants, for example. See 13 on intelligence. This one also I ended up finding while grinding around in this area. So I've been in Brightwood and doing the stuff, and yeah, I've been randomly finding some of those things. So it's pretty nice, you know. And, I mean, you can always go in the auction house and try to, try your luck on there. But a lot of times people like to put things up for like crack dealer prices, and it just gets kind of crazy. So I don't always do it unless I absolutely need to. With the weapon, these two weapons I got lucky. I bought them on the auction house for $100 a piece. So very nice. Look at that, 17 intelligence on this, and an 18 on the fire staff. It doesn't have any bonuses. I've been having a really hard time with the finding of proper bonuses during this beta here. Hopefully during lunch, we'll see like some quality of life changes in the auction house to make it easier to kind of like, find specific type of stats and all that. Because you can search for like the bonuses, but you can't look for the actual stats itself, like the intelligence, focus, strength, dex, stuff like that. So we'll see. As far as the actual abilities and stuff, I'm still slowly working on it. Fire staff I have at level 12, and I got everything that I feel like I'm pretty comfortable with. So I really love what I have so far with this. I experimented with all the abilities, and I think by far this is my favorite setup. There's only one thing that I would say is optional, and I'll talk about that in a second. So first off, this one is pretty important. Heavy attacks restore 5% of your max mana. That's really good. And it also couples with this one all the way down here. Heavy attacks no longer cost mana. This is a dream come true. So it makes it so that your heavy attacks actually give you mana back. And this is the main thing that really keeps you going. So you don't have to sit there spamming, popping mana potions all day. This helps you tremendously. As far as the other passives, I got this 50% mana. While above 50% mana, you gain 10% in power, which increases your damage overall. This one's really nice because you're gonna be pretty much capped out on mana as long as you're, not spamming your abilities all day. During that part, you're gonna get some good damage in. And then this one too is really nice. It increases damage also. So it says if you haven't taken damage for 3 seconds, you get 10% more damage. So very straightforward, and it works pretty well as long as you're kiting nicely and you don't get hit. You got that 10% more. I really like Fireball. Fireball, the best thing about it is that you can hit them directly with it, and then it also leaves like a fire patch on the ground so that they burn over time when you're standing in it. Works extremely well with the Ice Gauntlet, so I'll get to that in a second. On this side, I went Incinerate, and I bought all the abilities for it. Mainly because this thing turns into an awesome damage spell. This thing does a ton of damage in an AOE. So what I like to do is I like to herd up a bunch of mobs. I'll do this. It not only heals me for the damage that's done through this perk right here, but it also hits 2 times on the last perk. So it's pretty insane. This is easily my favorite ability on this line. With the next ability though, it's entirely up to you what you want to do. Flamethrower is really nice, and also Burnout is really nice. I've been swapping between them, and I think I prefer Burnout just because it's really nice for, like I said, I'm AOE herding. I'm bringing all a bunch of mobs together. What I do is I usually open up with Incinerate, and then I'll back off, and then I'll run through them with Burnout, and that is like instant kill. Like whatever survived from the incinerate dies from the burnout. So it's beautiful. The thing that kind of sucks about flamethrower is that you're exposing yourself. You're pretty much, you're sitting there walking really slow, burning the target, and it does good damage, but it's not enough to like, really rip a mob apart unless you have help. Like, let's say maybe in a dungeon, flamethrower would be pretty nice because you could just sit there just burning the shit out of them, getting stacks. And I noticed that the stacks only go up to 5, so I don't know if there's a perk that increases that, but yeah, it doesn't look like it. So once it hits 5, you stop doing flamethrower and you go back to like other stuff. So flamethrower is pretty nice. So it's a toss up. So I guess experiment which one you prefer, but I think I prefer burnout. On let's go to Ice Gauntlet now. Ice Gauntlet side, still working on this. I experimented with all the abilities again on this, and this is my favorite setup so far. The builder side is kind of lame. I'll be honest, it's more supporty type stuff. I don't really care for it. But the Ice Tempest side is more like DPS. Right off the bat, this Ice Storm is a must, and then getting all the perks for it is beautiful. Because what it does is, like this last one on here, increases damage by 10% for each enemy that's in there. So that's beautiful when you're AoE hurting. So I usually open up with this attack, and then I'll finish them off with the fire staff and throw like the fireball on the ground, do the burnout, like everything's dead by that point. But it's really nice to open up with this because of this perk right here, and it makes it cost 80% less when you're at full mana. So basically, you plop it down, and it doesn't even cost mana. Like, it's free pretty much. This one is not very good because you need to be low on health for it to benefit. So I don't really care for that. Up here on these passives, super important. This one is really nice. Recovers 15% mana after triggering a critical hit. It's up to you if you want to pick up the ice spikes. Personally, I don't really care for the ice spikes because it was really hard to use. It could be like a learn to play noob kind of situation, but I just didn't like it because it's not very practical and it misses a lot. So I didn't care for it. So I ended up just getting this one instead because I felt like it would support me a little bit better. This one down here is really nice, this Gathering Storm, because it makes it so that 3 light attacks give you mana back. So it's pretty much in the same boat as Fire Staff, where you're doing heavy attacks to get your mana back. In this case, if you want to just go full Ice Staff, Ice Gauntlet, and you want to just use that, this makes it beautiful for getting your mana back. And then on this side, what I'm planning to do is I'm going to get this Ice Pylon, or I'm going to do this Entombed. Like, this is a toss-up also between these two if you want. This one right here, Ice Shower, doesn't do damage. It's just meant to slow the mob down. And it also speeds you up when you get the perks in there. So, could be a nice PvP thing, but I don't really care for it in the PvE scene because it just doesn't seem to do anything useful. Ice Pylon, though, is pretty decent. Like, the only thing I don't like about it is the animation of putting the thing down. But other than that, it does a little bit of damage, but it's kind of like a crappy pet you would get from like Elder Scrolls Online. It's not really like 100% worth it or anything. So I'm kind of leaning towards getting Entombed. So I'm just going to pick one of these random perks, which I don't really care for. Both of them suck, honestly. This one, like when you block, it converts mana to stamina, which is terrible. I wouldn't want to get that. And then this one here increases speed in a frosted area, which, when the hell are we in a frosted area? Like, because most of the time this thing doesn't last long enough for it to be like, for it to work properly. So it just kind of sucks. I think it would probably work better if you had it coupled up with Ice Shower. It might actually be pretty decent. You get that, like, what, like 35%? Yeah, pretty much like 35% speed boost for having both of those. So it's up to you entirely. But I really like Entombed, so I'm going to land up going for that. And I'm going to get all the perks for it. But yeah, anyway, so that's the build. Alright, so I was just going to go fight some mobs so I could show you what this is like. I got some quests in this area, so I figured I'll just go knock some stuff out, and then, yeah, we'll do... Ah, this is that dumb mission. This one sucks. Apparently, all the main and side quests that I've done so far are all bugged or have, like, really long, like, respawn times on mobs, so it's, like, almost... It's, like, nearly impossible to get shit done. You see how there's like 700,000 people here. So it makes it worse to kind of find the mobs that you need for a quest. So I hope this is something that's going to be addressed before launch. I mean, they have an entire month to work on all the kinks, so I really hope that this is like a priority. Oh, wait. Oh, Gravedigger guy! Get him! Alright, so let me hit him with the... But you see, the DPS is pretty nice already, just from that. But thank God I got that mission done. It took me forever to finish this. I can't believe I was running around literally for 30 minutes the last time and nothing. So usually for the normal mobs like this, I usually kill them pretty easily. So let's see, it's like no sweat to kill them. Especially when you're just soloing like a mob. So that's why I kind of built this for more like AOE. Because I wanted to be able to kind of herd up a bunch of mobs and like really take advantage of that. I think when the game goes live too, I would like to do some, I'll probably flag myself for PvP. I saw that it you level up weapons like dramatically faster when you're in PvP mode. I think it would be pretty fun to kind of play this game almost like Age of Conan style. Oh, I remember this shit. I think I'm supposed to kill like a bear. The bears are insane. So I think this is gonna be the test right here because fuck, literally the bears are super insane. See, that's why I like fireball right there. Just throw it on the ground and that's it. If you hit the target with the fireball, it does more damage, but sometimes I just toss it on the ground and just whatever. Okay, bears should be around here. I remember getting jumped the last time. Yep, there he is. Wish me luck. The last time I got my ass whooped. Heavy attacks do pretty nice damage. Alright, I had some help, so that works. Oh my god, he did not seriously freaking bitch slap me out of it. Whoa! Whoa! What the fuck? Yo, they hit so ridiculously hard. Bears are just as scary in this game as they are in real life. Like, you really shouldn't fuck with a bear, and this game shows you exactly why. Alright, let me see if I can herd some of these skeletons. Skeletons are a little bit beefier. They could take more damage than normal. But, okay, this archer. Alright, I'm pulling a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna go to the archer and throw my AoEs down. Alright, open up with this. I'm gonna run through him. Then I'm gonna hit him with the... Oh, son of a mother. Hold on. Bam! Missed. Fire on the ball, on the floor. This is pretty fucking nice, man. Of course, carry around with some potions. That way you can just pop some potions when you get low. But like I said before, this ability right here, this one, the Incinerate, actually is a heal. So like in that last fight, I actually healed a little bit of damage, and it all scales with how many people are actually around you. So really nice to kind of hit it and do it in the AoE. So like right now, let me run up and hit these guys. See, I healed up, and I lost all my health. So, see how it works. Especially since I'm using like a glass cannon build, it makes it a little bit more difficult to kind of get away with doing shit like that. Hope you're not gonna kill me. Nope. Oh, wow, that was close. With ice Gauntlet, I mostly use it as like just to hit the abilities and then just kind of move on to Fire Staff. I think Fire Staff's my favorite because not only for getting mana back, it's easier, but also I just feel like it does a little bit more damage than Ice Gauntlet. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna use some Ice Gauntlet here. I like this ability to kind of spray. Killed me right there. I need to get better potions eventually than using like the shitty one. But Ice Gauntlet's pretty nice. You see, it does good DPS. So if you want to just main that, or if you want to swap over to the other one, you can. So that's why I like that this build is pretty diverse with that. Just going full mage is actually a lot of fun. hit them with this. Then I like to run up and then hit them with the Frost Blast. You see, like that. It sweeps them back into the actual ice too, so it's really nice to do that. But yeah, I really like this build. It's pretty fun, especially since, you know, it's not something that's super easy to play either. Like, since it is a glass cannon, it's kind of tough to hurt a bunch of mobs and do that, because you can get your ass whooped really easily. Like, oh, you know, so pretty much like it keeps it fun though to have to like think about your fights and not just like approach everything with just like, you know, Rambo style and just hit stuff with a sword, you know? It's fun. I like it. Alright, but that's the build. Thanks for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't. If you want to see some specific type of builds before the beta is over, let me know. I'll be glad to try to do something. But anyways, have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.